Morning everybody, Mike Niemiec here with some early morning grain and oilseed comments for the start of this week, Monday, May 7th. Well, we're starting off the week pretty much like the way we ended it last week on the defensive. We've got wheat prices down anywhere from 10 to 7 cents, corn 2 to 3, the bean market's down around 7 cents, meal market's down around $5. The only thing that's a little bit better is the soybean oil, and that's up around 10 points. We kind of had optimism towards the end of last week with trade talks that turned into pessimism, mainly between the U.S. and the Chinese, and now we're also wondering if we're going to make any progress with NAFTA, so that's been somewhat of a burden to the marketplace here of late. We also saw, once again, the trade after Tuesday, when we started the new month of May. We saw two noticeable things. We saw a conviction in the corn market by the spec trade and in the open interest wanting to get longer the corn market. And then we also saw a sizable increase in both the open interest and on the player sheet of the trade buying meal, selling oil. Now the corn market's backed off a little bit from its highs, but ever since they went and put on this longer position in the meal and shorter in the oil, it's been going against them, and that's the way it was in the overnight trade. So keep an eye on that. The Commitment of Trades report on Friday did show that the trade now has a record long meal, short oil position. They also are net long the corn and in the beans, and those two markets are on the defensive. And then they are also lightened up their net short position in the softwood winter wheat, but they are still short. They're still long the Kansas City wheat and pretty much not even in the spring. So that's how the positions go with a defensive trade in the overnight session. We'll be getting a USDA report coming out on Thursday. What'll be unique on this report will be the first time we're looking at new crop 2018-19 carryouts. So that'll be of importance to the trade this coming week. We're pretty much looking for row crop carryouts to remain unchanged in corn, wheat, and beans, but pretty much just down a little bit versus this year in the wheat and in the beans, but maybe a little bit of a noticeable drop in the corn carryout. So we'll see how the crop conditions and progress goes for the corn this coming season. But on paper right now, unless we have a major weather problem, both the old and the new crop carryout numbers look to be somewhat non-bullish at this time. Other than that, we'll be getting out our crop progress, like I say, after the close here today. The trade's looking for just minor, how do you want to say it, running a little bit behind average. We've been stop and go with the weather, and the weather looks like it's going to stay that way. And then at 10 o'clock, we'll get our weekly grain exports. And once again, that'll be on the demand side of the issue for those S&D reports coming out on Thursday. So have a good week. Once again, these are my opinions, not that of ADM or ADMIS. Thank you.